Good evening, my little biohazards. How are you doing, Not gonna have to twist it. Oh, God. That's the crack I can get behind. It really, yeah, Wesker, he has that Julian Sands menacing quality to him. Like, where just everything that happens, you're like, is this a sex thing? Am I missing, like, am I not picking up on a sex thing happening? Because I don't want to, I don't want to wind up in, like, some fucking weird, suddenly I'm holding my beer in, like, a fucking swingers lounge or something, and it's kind of my fault that I'm there, because I didn't pick up on the obvious fucking signs. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Julian Sands and Wesker. Just like, is it a gay thing as well? Like, is it a gay sex thing? Or is he gonna watch me fuck his wife? Or something? I mean, he's gonna make me watch them fuck? I don't know. Eyebolio's outside. He's hanging up and observing the lounge. It is really solid, though. Like, it's kind of a shame they have to call him Gargantos. I don't think that's a very good replacement. Like, I'd have probably preferred they maybe go for something, kind of a... something that sounds the same but is legally distinct. Like, I'd maybe prefer that. I just don't think Gargantos, like... it doesn't feel like the right name for a tentacle thing, Like that, or something that's like... as fundamentally, structurally unusual as Shumagorath is, I just don't think, like, again, Wesker has that vibe of, like, unbelievably horny, but raised in one of those, like, fucking weird fundy cults, so he just doesn't know what it is. There's just this simmering energy in him that he does not understand, like, just not even the basics. Like, touched his penis once as a child, got, like, the cane, and that's just, that door got closed. So now there's just this mad, rampaging, horny beast that's lost its eyes because it's been kept in a cave its whole life, and doesn't even know what it wants to do. It just knows it wants to get out. Which you'd, another one of those things you'd see with the fundy kids, just that simmering tension that causes that fucking... It's not even a 1,000-yard stare, that's the wild thing. It's like right in front of them, but not, I guess that's the Holy Spirit. I feel like Rod and Todd could easily be, like, top and bottom. Like, I feel like that's what that should be. Wrong way. We're off to Gamecube country. No, I think I did fix the... I think I'll load Dolphin first, because I don't trust it to fucking remember. I'll double check. Remind me later. Oh, damn it, there was an update after closing Dolphin. That... update after closing the fucking program, that should go on everything. Like, hey, you're about to use this thing, mind if we fuck around first? Fuck no! And then I'm gonna forget by the time I use it next. Where's the hotkeys? Oh, there we are. It's a separate little thing. Okay, good. It's on keyboard, mouse, and not my fucking... Alright, Shift F1 is save, because S, can remember that, and then F1 loads. Alright, good. I'm not gonna get, like, fucked around. Alright, we'll try doing it. I love the monkey scream. That monkey scream is very funny to me. It's a fucking low bar, but when I read that, like, Charles Manson thing, I was just like, you know what? Good on WWE for some moral leadership. Alright. That worked without fucking exploding and making me upset. Stay busy there, Rebecca. I don't want you running off and touching one of the wriggle-men. Alright, I fucking threw everything away, and I did that for a reason. Well, I can put that down. That's what I can do. I don't need to be holding on to, you know, I never need to be running around with just ink on me. Okay, now I need that fucking knob to go up the stupid ladder, which means I need fucking Rebecca to come with me, which I'm not thrilled about. Because that way lies madness, you know, when you got two fucking characters. Okay, well I may as well give that to you, my precious little buttered cup. Let's get back to the real fun of a fucking Resident Evil game. Like, unbelievably tight fucking inventory space. Alright, I did pick up the gun. It does only hold 2 shots, doesn't it? Huh. Nope, alright. Oh, that's right, it was a shitty hunting gun that held 2 shots. No, because I'm going upstairs somewhere, so I'll have to fucking... Okay. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, it would have been funny as fuck if it happened.
Come on.
Okay.
I don't know, people do treat Manson like he's some kind of magic though, and not just like an embarrassing shithead. Because they don't want to just go that the people that followed him were like just deep tissue subhumans. When really that's the answer. You know? I remember my housemate was like, you know, I'm glad people like that aren't around or I'd probably fall for them. I'm like, there are people who are like that around now. You should probably hold yourself in slightly higher regard. Alright, it's over there. Alright. I'm gonna make some fucking wriggly fellas appear. Because no one wants to just say, no, there are people who'll join cults because they're shitheads. You know, they're just stupid and empty, and they'll cling to anything, and that makes them vulnerable to cults. Oh, we're all vulnerable. No, we're not. No, because, you know, more respectable cults than fucking Manson try. You know, not everyone's a fucking Christian. Okay. I'm confused by this fucking candle in here, and I remember being annoyed by it fucking before, and I'm annoyed because now I can't remember what the fucking solution is. I remember being irritated, but I don't remember how I fixed that irritation. Because I really do feel like I should be able to... Maybe I got to examine the lighter, that's what it is. There'll be some bullshit with it. It'll be like it's empty or something. Fuck. Why would you have an empty lighter on your Billy, you fucking bumble cunt?
I'll check it out.
Roger.
Thump, thump. Don't tell me what the fucking hole shape is. I don't fucking... This is a series that describes holes an awful lot, you know? What? Oh, that's right. For fuck's sake. Alright. Actually, one second. What have you got on you? That doesn't feel good. Yeah, but the ones that have been around a long time have both more excuses for some of this stupid bullshit. You know, that doesn't mean that that shouldn't be stopped, but like, there are at least some, you know, some of this stuff, it's like, alright, that's the best answer you had 2,000 years ago. Like, okay. You know. I mean, if you're like some fucking peasant on the Italian fucking peninsula in like fucking 300 BC and you see ball lightning, yeah, that's just that. God's mad. Fuck else are you gonna do? And I mean, Christianity, look, you know, it could vary. The big religions can look respectable. But I mean, one of the things cults look for is that, like, you know, kind of like a, you know, it's an issue with the firm's self. Ah, fucking Jesus! I forgot about you, you fucking bug. Jesus, web, get off. Get off, get off. Off, I say. We got those downstairs, they're not this hostile. Like, oh god, what's the name of it? There's a battle... I think the Assyrians and some other fucking bucket of cunts. There was like a... eclipse. Smack dab in the middle of it, you know? Pencils down, war's over. Because the problem is, there's enough of a sense of a self to want to not go along with the crowd. And that's why they'll bounce off of the mages, you know. But not enough of a sense of self to not, like, I don't know, think for 5 seconds or figure anything else out. Yeah, you must be too smart for dumb cults. Come join our dumb cult. It's like adult converts. It's such a weird... It's like, oh, I'm gonna shop for this. It's like, that's insane. Oh, I hate you birds. I want a mod that replaces these with... Ah! Birds! Birds! Are you gonna come over this way or not? Oh, fucking Jesus, look. Ah, fucking Jesus, whatever. What was that hitting? Ah, fuck it. I do this every time. I don't want to be bothered by the crows every time I run through. But it's such a fuck-ass hassle to hit the crows for some baffling reason. Haven't prayed to the crow god. See, this is the shit I expect to see if I follow wherever Julian Sands is going with his glass of wine. You know, I just walk into a room and there's these things. It's like, oh god, I'm in over my head. He's being kind of really nice, but like, this is how people get in fucking cages. But I can't go. You're gonna put me in a fucking cage and leave? Because what if he's not? It doesn't look like he can. Maybe he's not. I don't know. You You know, I just don't have the experience with this kind of thing. Yeah, actually, that's a good point. That is Odin's fault. Oh, fucking good luck getting the libations poured this time, you cunt. Alright, is there anything down here? I know one of these is the Billy door. Thump, thump. Like, why would that be there? Wheelchair access, maybe? Like ancient wheelchair access? Ah, you shit egg. Where'd you even come from? Billy is blue. This is the kind of background music I'd play in my classroom when I teach. Just this. That's the concentration music. It suggests safety. That's because you're safe, children. So very safe. Do I want to give you the shotgun? Ah, yeah, of course. So this is why you just can't, like, you know, take Rebecca anywhere. She's a child. And just some light crow attacks are enough to get her down to fucking caution health. Like that, I fucking swear, like, that shit is just what you deal with in spring in Australia, particularly as a child, you know? Just like, well, here come the things. Gonna attack us. It's just attacking time. That's, you know. Gonna learn what that's about. Yeah, I've been meaning to look at that Futurama mod, actually. I do want one of those baskets. But I have to get one custom, and I don't know people who weave wicker. That's... See, if I weren't looking for, like, a fucking person who makes custom wicker, that's how I expect I'd run into some kind of Julian Sands type person. You know? Didn't he die? Like, didn't he fucking just disappear in, like, a fucking bush or something? That's fucked up. I don't think that's the right way for fucking... You know, of all people, Julian fucking Sands to go, you know? Okay, that's that fucking slide. I don't really need that. I do need to poke around a little bit up here some more, though. So I'll put Rebecca where she can't. Actually, now that I think about it, I should probably... You know what? Let's leave. There you go, buddy. Enjoy your herbs. You know, there was probably a puzzle solution in that, you know? Like, you have to, like, leave an offering, and rather than use the item, you had to, like, click leave. They'll only have done it once, though, and it will have really upset some people. I'm not gonna lie, I do love how many fucking, you know, Resident Evil clones are coming out. Like, I'm just perfectly okay with that. Okay. You can fucking smush them together, so... You know, I'll have that one by itself. There we go. Kind of fucking 18-year-old can't handle, like, basically a magpie swooping. You know? Just not gonna survive here long, love! You know, because again, like, I'm full of fucking ideas about how to spice these things up without losing their core, you know, element of them. And that's what I want to see. I just want to see, like, you know, try more shit. People, you know. Okay, fully acted FMVs. Now you have my attention. That tickles the bits. Fucking goddamn fucking things. Gotcha. Damn it! No! Look! I can hear you. Gotcha! No more peckings. Some shit on the thing over there. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's a Billy job. Actually, let's pull Billy up here. Let's get old Buckaroo being a little bit more useful. When does that stupid fucking centipede show up? Because, you know, everyone who played these games back in the day would be like, oh man, what if they did this? And that's how you should approach retro games. Is you take the basic game and then you go, man, what if they did this? Because now you can do the what if they did this part. Here we are in Julian Sands' lounge room. Yeah, I'm just not going to go down there just yet, because that has a way of waking up the old fucking centipede, and I'm not quite sure what does that precisely. Okay, I can get on it. Alright. I can't push it. I'm not allowed to pull for some reason. That technology has just been forbidden. I don't like that.
Come on.
Okay.
I mean, look, you know, I'm not... They are distinct 100%. I'm not gonna say don't give Wesker big fucking jugs. I mean, there is an appeal to a woman with that energy, but also, like, it's definitely in the realms of, like, scary. Because that can go south in ways that you're just 100% not expecting. You know, that's like, you're getting dangerously close to, like, a lady that'll kill your pets or something.
I'll check it out.
Roger.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure I'm moving on the bottom floor. I just, you know. Okie dokie. That's where the grenade launcher is, and I know I need that. Like, I know the Molotovs are for the leeches, but, like, I don't know, I feel like they should also be pretty good for, like, just a big pile of bugs, you know? I don't want to lose too much health in here. I feel like run in, blast him, shouldn't be too hard, but I just don't trust this game sometimes, you know? Fuck off. Fuck right the fuck off. You know, like you saw the big explosion of, like, bug pus. Oh, Wersky, you know, you're dressing in a slutty outfit for Halloween. He just goes, what? Does not understand. Alright, I'll come back for that in a second. It dwindled as shows that go forever are wont to do, but I mean, Trailer Park Boys has at least, like, 4, maybe 5. I can't remember which season's which exactly, but it's got a lot of really good seasons in it. What do you want, you stupid piece of shit? Come in here to be a nuisance about food again and only eat one specific flavor of sachet from the food fucking sachets. Like the goddamn nuisance that you are, hmm? Every fucking time, every box of sachets, there's just one flavor she won't eat. And so then it's just like, oh, that's great, I can have, like, you know, my choice of fucking leftovers for the fuck knuckle. These sachets, same fucking shit, you know. Shut up. Here, have some fucking raw chicken I cut up for you. Come here, you moron. Look, don't just be in my fucking, you know. She turned her nose up the fucking chicken I cut up for her, I'd have been furious. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I wasn't actually going down there, I was going to the fucking... Drew Carey Show is a good show. There's just so many little details. Fuck you, I know I can use it. Fuck off. There are just so many little details in that show that are just so good. Like the fact that he's just got one set of clothes per season, you know? It's just so fucking funny. And one's missing its wing. What, you stupid piece of shit? How about I just stop feeding you, huh? I'll fucking give you something to complain about. Like, she's such a picky eater. That just bothers me for something that, you know, I'll also just occasionally see eat a rat face. It's like, oh, you're okay with rat face, but if I give you, like, you know, a sardine, or, you know, fucking a bit of ham or some sausage, it's like, no, I won't eat that. But rat face, oh, yeah, that's fine. Fucking idiot. Like, I know you can catch rats too, so I don't know why I'm fucking bothering to feed you. You should just leave, you fend for your fucking self. Don't feed them, they won't know how to look after themselves. No, they're fine. I mean, they won't out of fucking nothing but mechanical spite, but like... Okay. That's the dry food you like, you stupid idiot. Eat the dry food you like. You stupid fucking moron. Go eat the rat face. Go have that. Actually, now that I think of it... Because she gets abducted by the centipede and Billy has to kill it. So I gotta make sure Billy has shit. Yeah, like that shit just drives me bonkers, you know? And just come sit in front of me. Sit in front of me time so she can be a fucking irritants. The worst part is this fucking company doesn't even label the fucking sachets. So like, I just gotta guess, and like last time I literally got like several wrong in a row, and it was just like, look, you're eating that, that's it, that's what you're getting. I don't care if you like, the mints and the fucking chunks are the same fucking shit. Oh, thank Christ. There you go. You fucking idiot. I can tuck into that. Same fucking flavor. Okay. Now I probably need some kind of health. Alright. That's a Billy ready for a centipede. Oh yeah. We weren't following each other.
Let's go.
Okay.
I love the head nod. This is very funny to me.
You stay here.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah, let's just equip this out of the bat. Great use of the rumble pack there, Gamecube. Having us stand there like an idiot. I'm gonna shut the fucking door to let the air out. Okay. Why is there a puddle of goo? delay between the save states.
Rebecca!
Gonna take you back to my wife hole. Don't stab me with your ass hands. Ah, fuck you. What? Am I even hitting it? Way to go, auto aim. Oh, for Christ's fucking sake, come on. Are you fucking kidding me? How much health have you got?
Rebecca! Are you alright?
Yes, thank you.
I'm gonna redo that. I wasted a lot of health there, I just really didn't need to. Yeah. At least, man, at least they don't make you fucking figure out a way to not hit Rock and Rebecca, you know? Alright, so he goes over here. Oh, now why didn't that hit? You put down my honey bun.
Rebecca! Are you alright?
Yes, thank you.
I mean, alright I'd say is a stretch, but, you know, been worse. I mean, they do bring up the T-virus stuff a lot about how it causes just rampant cellular growth. Ah, that's some good centipede meat. I mean, what if it did just taste like exactly like fucking lobster, you know? It was just delicious. Not enough fire! Okay. Incorrect. Okay, so that's not a fire door. Okay, that's the fucking candle door. The candle door angers me. There's probably a fire door there and a fire door there. I think there's one downstairs as well. I suppose we're just poking around, you know. I think there's one past some of those fucking wiggly guys. Let's head downstairs. Wait, that's the wrong way. That's that stupid fucking... Well, at least I killed the birds. Yeah, it's probably a point. You probably would have to soak the T-virus out of it. I mean, again, once shit, like, once there's bugs that big, like, you fucked up. Like, it's too late, you know. The idea, oh yeah, we're gonna contain this. It's like, no. You know, there are already fucking cockroaches the size of a scooter. That fucking ship has sailed. Unless they've all got, like, munted genitals or something. Like, that'd be a fucking, you know... just fucked up the fucking junk and now nothing works. You know, they're kind of like mules. Okay. Let's play the shuffling game. I mean, the map buttons are just Z, it's not hard to, like... No, I want to look... Ah, fuck, that's right, I gotta do exchange. Could be easier, but it's not.
Roger.
Actually, save it. I think it's... I gotta remember where the fire doors are. I think the one on the left there is, because it's past those two wiggle dudes. Or one wiggle dude. I think there's one wiggle dude. You know what? Let's just let's see how this works, because I'm kind of curious. You know. Okay. It's so slow to fucking... I mean, honest fuckingly, 3 of those... like 3 or 4. It's insane that, like, for something that's that slow and, like, unwieldy to use, and basically guarantees you're gonna get fucking whacked or something, that costs, like, fucking 3. Like, that's a lot. That's insane. Yeah, look at that. You know how much that cost? Nothing. Ah, shit, it's not a fire door. Fuck me. That's the no keyhole door. I hate you, no keyhole door. God damn it. Well, at least we solved that mystery. Gang, good job. Maybe in there... Could they have locked, like, the fucking cafeteria behind a fire door? Possibly. There is fire in a cafeteria. Like 3 or 4 Molotov fucking cocktails, you know? To kill a fucking leech dude. Oh, look. Fucking look at him just standing over there like a fucking idiot. Ah, come on. Didn't I kill you guys earlier? Aha! Fucking stupid goddamn leech man. I fucking hate the leech man. You guys can't get me. Huh. Lighter fluid. I just love that he's got like, you know, his fucking music is like, jazz piccolo. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I gotta stock up on more of these fucking Molotov cocktails. Gotta gradually lob 3 of them at enemies. Super fucking helpful. Someone creeping. No, that's a shadow. Look out! Danger flute! I didn't need more reasons to dislike the flute. Alright, let's, make yourself useful, drumstick, and hold that. I'm gonna, for reasons best known to fucking only the stars, make more Molotov cocktails in the naive understanding that they might one day be useful. I mean, it should be 2, you know? 1, if you can somehow get them to stand on the fire. It's basically living the fantasy of being inside the, item box, which part of me, for very stupid reasons, appreciates, but that's about it. Okay, let's go upstairs where the other fire door is. I'd like to see something like this with closer to the Return of the Living Dead style zombies, you know, like ones that talk. I mean, it could, you know, there could be, you know, humor in it, but it could still be kind of fucking free. Like, you know, the original Return of the Living Dead, like, Tar Man's scary. It's a fucking weird looking thing, man. He pokes his head through, his goes, brains! It's just like, ugh. I absolutely don't want that touching me. Is that door over there? I mean, that's, you know, points for fucking going, we're gonna try something different, but not a lot of points for any of how this wound up working. Like, it just didn't, you know. Alright, yeah, clock. And it is funny, given how, like, just weak and boring the tag element is of this, for it to show up again in 5. You know, like, it didn't really work, guys, you know. I think there's a fire door down here. At least I can light the candle. Huh. Alright, where'd you go? Found it. Oh, fantastic. Goodbye, fire key. Mystery. Wow. Must needs research. Alright. Wait a minute. Yeah, isn't there like an elevator or some shit that like, you know... I don't know why I'm still carrying the stupid fucking Molotovs. A useless bunch of trainees, as always. Where does headquarters find these idiots? We did get a couple of decent ones, though, so can't complain, I guess. William and Albert, they might have a future. September 25th. Scholar Will, Practical Al. Loved... Imagine Wesker being called Al. Hey, Al! Always competitive in everything they do. There's something ruthless and cruel about them both. Got a sudden call from the director. It was to tell me to encourage a rivalry between those two. It's the first time since this training facility was built that Director Marcus has ever shown interest in anything other than his research. Well, whatever. Orders are orders. I'm going to have them start tearing at each other's throats. That's weird. It's a weird thing you do. A thing. And Al, with those big-ass fucking titties. Alright, now... memory serves. I mean, what else are you gonna do with those, really, you know? Oh, penis, that's right. What else did I have to do? Oh, that's right, I could light that fucking thing. Yeah, fuck it. Where's Dum Dum? Give me a muffin, come on. With your 8 ammo and 2 health. Oh, on floors like this, with no little fucking, you know, felt feet to stop them from scraping, the sound would be fucking horrible. Also, like, I mean, I know that shit's probably made out of, like, fucking, you know, solid wood, but it can't be that fucking heavy, you know? Hey Billy, what you doing? Ah, you're in the piano room. Alright, no, incorrect. Actually, maybe I'll just get you to go up there and get it. That's a weird looking moose, too.
Follow me.
Okay.
Let's both get on the table. Table. I mean, at least one thing I will say, at least the characters don't get stuck on shit. Probably helps that it's like a fucking, you know, tank game, but like, god or fucking mighty. I tried playing, what was it? The Game Boy Advance, I think it's Sword of Mana. And, the thing that makes me just hard bounce off that is the character, the like secondary character who you have to have around, just gets lost constantly. And it's not like it stops you from leaving, but it is very, 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 very annoying. Mm. Alright. The fucking guy with the fucking... Sit down, juicy fruit. Alright, what do you got on you? Alright, yeah, look at you. Look at you, my little portable bag.
Let's split up.
Roger.
Okay. Do I need a candle for there? Doesn't look like it. Oh, wait, hang on. Big shove. Good. Bad. Yeah, like I had no idea how big moose were until you see like footage of him fucking running in the snow or like near a car or just in someone's front yard. And it's like, that's big. That's like proper big. That's not like just a horse. You know, because horses are big, but like, not that big. Okay. Boo.
Let's go.
Okay.
The bit when I figured out that I needed to get like another fucking wing for the stupid fucking goddamn... wait a second. Oh yeah, it's up there, okay. It's a crazy moose, loosen the hoose. I'm gonna be in my head till I die. Alright, where am I going? Put the wings on the stupid fucking statue. Where is that clock? I can't even remember where it is. Huh. Should try and get a hold of those green herbs in a second. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. It is out the elevator room. All right, that's a relatively easy solve then. I might. Honestly, a wall where, like, just, you know, there was like a 2 centimeter, maybe 2 or 3, 2.5 centimeter by 2.5 centimeters, like little mounts, and every one of those in the dead center there was a mouse head, and there was just a whole wall of them. That would be interesting. That would interest me an awful lot more than, like, just a moose head. Because a moose head's just a moose head. It's like, oh, where'd you get that? A moose? Possibly 100 fucking mouse heads. It's like, alright, that took time. And whatever this is, this wall of them, that took something. God damn it. That's gonna fucking make me do this, aren't you? Shot him myself. Bullet a mouse. Somewhere in my head is them, like, deciding whether or not to make you find epoxy to make the fucking wings stick to the statue, you know? Alright, look, let's put this stupid fucking Molotov down, because I'm not particularly fond of it. It really is just junk on the floor. Like, that's that is the big problem here. It's just shit strewn about the place. Free cheese. Alright, let's see. Leave that behind. Leave that behind. Leave this behind. What do you mean? Are you fucking serious? I didn't know you were even able to do that. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just the room's full, is it? Well, whose idea is that? Don't examine them.
I'll check it out.
Okay.
Probably would too. Look, this game is well programmed, but to a point. You know, if we getting close to shipping, we found out that if we just, you know, kind of strew the certain amount of shit on the floor, things went a little bit squiffy. Alright, while I'm here, okay, there's the 2 fucking plants outside, which I do want, at least in my apparently now fucking overfilled, you know, giant fucking storage mansion. If you put one more goddamn thing on this floor, so help me God, the game will crash. I like how that zombie that was in here is just gone. Yeah. Imagine if there were a box. And look, it could, you know, it could be connected to other boxes. We wouldn't have to overthink it, you know. It's more of a gameplay feature than, like, you know, a thing that the characters are going to acknowledge in universe or anything like that, you know. We don't need to be too fussy about this. Got any games? I mean, you're not even trying to turn it on, Billy. Like, ideally, I'd like both. I'd like the ability to just put shit down because, duh, but also the item box. Because, like, look, if I dump something, just, you know, make a decision and put something on the ground and pick something up in some place, I don't have to go back for it. That's my problem. Hell, you might even make it so the game can kind of detect it and maybe, like, soft put some shit in the way if you feel like being a dick about it, you know? The box. Her name is Rebecca. She's my precious little snuggle bump. It's probably some kind of Game Shark code that lets me put shit on the floor. That'll fix them. Alright, well, this fucking room... I mean, is it really... like, why... because it's not even really that hard to get up here, is it? It just feels odd having, like, a fucking save point right above another save point when they're not... like, the space you're trying to fucking cover really isn't that big a deal. Alright, we've got another little fucking, you know, safety house corner going on there. That's pretty good. Alright, what have you got on you? Nothing good, because I'm going to make you pick up a grenade launcher, actually. I never tried that. I was always just like... do the non-pilot... like, so I was always suspicious about whether or not the non-piloted fucking characters' shots did the same amount of damage. Like, if you tell me they do, I'll accept that. I just don't fucking trust them, you know? Alright. Where's... you said it just... someone told me a minute ago, too, where it fucking was. Upstairs, that's right. Okay, so to go upstairs and in that little room.
Let's regroup.
Roger.
Nothing motivates workers more than a picture of you with just a very off-putting gaze. You know that, like, Marcus sat there with that look on his face, unblinking, for the entire time it took to paint that painting, too. It's okay, sir. I've got the, lines drawn. I don't need you. Oh, that's fire rate is slower. Yeah, I just I knew they weren't gonna just make it work, because it does. The problem is distract them as fucking, Rebecca and have Billy shoot him. Does make sense. That's a fucking sensible thought. I just figured. I don't think they're gonna make it work that way though, because fuck you. Okay.
You stay here.
Yeah.
This way.
Okay.
I cannot remember what fucking time it's gotta be. A mod of this where it's Jane and Trent would fit pretty well. God, it would have been one of the fucking... What was it? No, not that. Short, no. Wait. God damn it, there would have been something somewhere that said what fucking date it was, like, completed or the time or something. Some fucking goddamn doohickey somewhere. Where have I seen a clock? No clues there. What would it be? Part of me thinks I should have been able to look at that little fucking card. Or whatever the fuck it is. Slide. Where might this? What's that? Oh. Don't want the knife. Look at that bit from the Golden Child in my head when he's in the fucking monastery and you gotta spin the prayer wheel before you talk. And he gets out there and grabs it and goes, I want the knife. Love that. Fuck. Ah. Damn it. Alright, suspecting it's not in here. Where do I even go to find this out? Like, is it in a file? I feel like it should be in a file, but I feel like I'd have found it if it were in a file. The only other place I can think of would be in that room with the fucking moose head, because it had, like, pictures of the thing being built, but I don't think it's in there either. Fuck. The worst part is I'll have fucking seen it and then just gone, and then just wandered on. Alright, it is in a file. Alright. God damn it, wrong one. I don't think it'd be in there. That doesn't make sense. Investigation orders, maybe. Nope. Dining car bullshit. Lost today. Halclay Mountains. Experiment. Y13. 139? Okay. There's no extra bit that I'm missing here, no. Ah. Up here, that's right. Did too. Sorry, 8:15, that's right. And then just whoop, straight out the brain. And the clock doors. Okay, there's one past the wriggle-men. Not dealing with that fucking basket of cunts. Oh, it was in the file. And then there's one on the first floor. They should have, like, a suit of armor for little Rebecca, you know? Let's go out ahead first. 11. Oh, that's nice. Gives you a little snapshots. Uh-oh. Everything's a ticking. It turned out it was the cable, like my keyboard. I thought the keyboard was something wrong with the plug. It wasn't, it was the cable, so I replaced that. So now I can fucking pick up my goddamn keyboard and, like, move it around without it fucking disconnecting and being a fucking minge. It only took me, like, 2 years. Fuck you. Ah, what a pleasant bird-free zone. I mean, like, when it's not... the parts about this that annoy me because the game's otherwise really good. I mean, again, look at this shit, you know? There's only 2 games on this beautiful fucking, you know, engine that they did. And I think that's a crime. Just do 2 and 3. Just give me that. Let some fucking dweebs do it, you know? Just let them, you know, go. Here you go, dweebs.
I'll go alone.
Okay.
Yeah, stay over there. Well, at least there's no danger flute. Alright. Get off! Get out of it! A verse of poetry. The moon bows to the earth swears loyalty to the sun, and the great law of the sun governs all things. This itself is the keystone, the pointer to glory. All our hands cannot open the door to the heaven. It's definitely, like, more finicky about letting me get the headshot. Like, I was able to get it quite reliably. You know, in the remake. So it does, you know, moderately honk my fucking cheese that it's just not happening as reliably. I think I actually got to do it a bit further away. Huh. I wonder why the picture would have been taken out. Madness. Yeah, there's a crunch, you know, there's a meatiness, there's the sound of, like, you know, you can hear skull, you know, it's a great sound. It makes all the fucking around worthwhile. You just like, boom, goodbye head. B. I feel like I should be able to read that yellow book, you know? That looks like something. Or at least burn it.
Follow me.
Okay.
I don't know if it has adaptable difficulty. I've got no idea. I prefer not to know that. I understand that they do for reasons. But, I'm not wildly fond of it. Here you go, buckaroo. How'd I get down to caution? What, just because a guy bit me? That's some bullshit.
I'll go alone.
Roger.
Yeah, you stay here while I... Alright, let's... I don't want to use this health here. Replacing the leechman with the wiggles. Just look at it. That's just, like... That's a bad amount of eyeball to be sort of otherwise emaciated looking, you know? Because it's just... It's already emphasizing the fact that you look like human Ren Hook. You move like a Fleischer cartoon. Wet Willy. I am not Wet Willy. Alright, you stupid pricks. Yeah, there's one. You're in the way. You're in the way, you jerk. I mean, like, look. Jesus, I need you for a second. Thank you! Ah, fuck, I gotta... Do I have to go get the fucking... God damn it, means I gotta run past Wiggly Tough. It's relatively easy. Address from Marcus. Please refrain from photographing yourself putting your penis near my mouth. Mouth being at groin height was not an invitation for this. Where'd you go? Yeah, alright. Hanging around up there. Okay, so this I can pick up and combine into one thing at least. Alright. Now, why did my control just die? Is it the fucking, like, am I off focus of the game? Oh, yep, alright, nope, just lost. Well, at least it means it just lost focus. I don't know how. Dolphin just got bored. I don't want to pay attention. Even the microfiche. Just, you know, let's just lose focus. I need to get you fucking speed too. I should be able to smush them together. I'm not talking crunch them up, but like just, you know, if they're used together, you could probably just get a paperclip or something, you know, just tidy them up. A. Insert. B. Okay, so... I mean, is that the... I'm guessing they're facing, like... That doesn't look like the door. So 0 to F. Alright. Isn't that just basically the hex? Huh. Mo. I love giving me Mo discs. Oh, that's right, they give you a little... I suppose I haven't dealt with many mid-90s operating systems, you know, it was just like Windows, and then, you know, it was DOS, and then Windows, and then Windows 95, and then, you know, Apple occasionally. Bye, Spaghetti Man! I never have to deal with you or your fucking toilet friend again. It really is bonkers that there's two of them there, you know? Like, I get there being one, and then maybe he follows you into the toilet, and that's bad. Wiggly old men following you into the toilet. Not, you know, not always what you think it's gonna be, but it's not always great. Okay. I remade Grandpa out of leeches. Leeches and opera. 2000s Japanese games. Struggling not to hate them. Yeah, I think a 386 was the first one we had at home. Like, I know my aunt had, like, a Commodore and whatnot. Access granted. Okay, so that's 0, 1, and 2. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A, B, and that would make you C and D. Or not. Is it the other way around, maybe? I mean, I don't think so, but I'm pretty, you know, I'm pretty sure I did that. Like 2 and then D. Am I supposed to fucking be quicker than that or some shit? Because I don't think I can. Oh. It is timed. Duh, Gabriel. Just the core fucking conceit of the stupid fucking game. I was having a nice old time there with just Billy, you know? Even with his god-awful tribal-looking tattoo. Because the problem is, Rebecca, you're just kind of a burden, you know? Like, I would be sprinting. Like, I'd be like, boom. I mean, honestly, if these people could move like people and not like, you know, fridge boxes, you could probably fucking manage that, you know? Just hoof it. She really is. Like, because later on, I think it's Revelations 2, they do the kind of tag character thing, but instead of just being like a whole other character, your tag character is like a little minor helper creature, you know, like Moira or a little girl. That works. Because you're not expected to like fucking, you know... It's not just two of basically the same fucking character. Like, there's very clear differentiation, you know? And so because of that, you have a core character and then a little helper. And that makes sense. I mean, I could probably just, you know, with a belt or something wear Rebecca as a backpack, and then she could, like, face, you know, she could keep an eye on, you know, what's going on behind me. I mean, that's teamwork, you know? You know, like that, French guy from Alien Resurrection. You can be my little backpack dwarf. Makes it all worthwhile. I think it does have her weight somewhere. You know? Yeah! Twosies! Rebecca pack. You would get such a frowning at for suggesting that too. I got such a frowning at one time when I was going like on a fucking two-person canoe kayaky, like a sea canoe thing. It's like a canoe but flat sort of thing. And after a while I just told my girlfriend, look, just stop paddling. But I'm helping. You're not. It's much easier for me. Jesus. Alright, fucking having fun in here, aren't you? Yeah! We are searching the facilities, and it looks like a lot of the chemicals survived. Phew. Fortunately, the storage tanks are all still full. We have just started, and there is still a lot we don't know, but it appears that the chemicals can be mixed to produce new substances. The chemicals are scattered all about, not because of the accident, more a result of plain mismanagement. When we reopen the facilities, we will have to develop a system for dealing with these chemicals. Something is scrawled on the back of the note. Red plus blue equals sulfuric acid. Green plus red equals stripping agent. That's important to have, you know, written down. Don't want to mix those two up. Okay. I know. Like, like, I know that, and the last time I did chemistry was high school. I mean, shit, if you just put, like, fucking bicarb into vinegar, you know? You don't even need high school for that. Actually, no, wait, if I just pile the ammo onto each other. I love that joke. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. That's part of that interaction of Homer and his brain that I go on about, you know? That's the brain as another person. It's just helping him out. $20, but I wanted a peanut. $20 can buy many peanuts. Explain how. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. I don't want to be in here. I don't want to be in the giant chess room. You know, if you combined that stupid fucking slap fight with chess, and like it was just the slap fighters getting moved around like chess pieces when they got to take another piece, they just got to belt the other one, that'd be something. That I'd watch. This goes in Powerade. Blue Powerade. I hate that they don't sell the... I'll try to look for it on Amazon or something. And I mean, get those, like, chess maniacs into it. Like, get the fucking, you know, world's greatest chess players and whatnot and plan that shit. Huh. That's interesting. That's my personal green chemical. Like, because I love the idea, because I don't think these slap fighters are going to know how chess pieces move, you know? And there'll be this great moment where, like, you know, takes, pawn, whatever, and there's going to be a minute where they're like, oh shit, and that is, here I come. I'm coming to slap you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Alright, actually, let me touch that, then the map will remember it. One of my favorite little Tron picture, fucking Tron, The Onion picture caption gags was after Kasparov got beat by Deep Blue. And it was just a picture of Kasparov in the Tron outfit, and underneath it said Kasparov de-rezzed. High kick. I mean, I'd rather get slapped than like a fucking, you know, Muay Thai kick to the fucking head. But what's this? Not now. Not now. Spin it! I don't care if it's an advanced state of decay, you butthole. Spin it. Okay, let's see. do you even get yourself all the way over there? God damn it, where were you? Okay, so everything's basically in the right spot, sort of. I need the king. Rotate it in my head. Okay, so yeah, I need the king out and back. So to do that, I need to move you a little bit. Alright. Can I cover it back up? The room's still filled with fart. Poison. Where did I save it last? It was before I came in here and killed a bunch of guys, so fuck it. That was like 4 headshots in a row. I'm not wasting that. That was fun. Don't look at me like that, Rebecca. Aha. Like, that's kind of cunty. Like, granted, you could probably just go save it elsewhere, like, it's not like it's far away, but it's also, like, there's just nothing that specifically says which piece you're not allowed to move, you know? Yeah. Don't want to get fucked around here. What if I went to do the easy way? Oh no, you're not allowed to do that. That's forbidden. I don't think it's not canon. I feel like it might be in that kind of soft canon section. I mean, like, it's stupid because it just sort of doesn't quite fit really, you know? December 4th. We finally did it. The new virus. We have called it the progenitor. I want to carry it back and start detailed investigations immediately. March 23rd. Spencer says, Gaydon's non-canon. That's definitely... Gaydon is definitely not canon. Spencer says he's going to start a company. Well, I don't care, as long as I can continue my research into progenitor. He can do what he likes. August 19th. Spencer keeps asking me to be the director of his new training facility. Maybe it's because of the business, but he's becoming intolerably pushy. This is funny, because it really is, like, such a great combination of, you know, business jerk and weird disease autistic. But maybe I can turn this to my advantage. I need a special facility to properly explore all this virus's secrets. A place where no one will get in the way. November 30th. Damn that Spencer. He came to complain to me again today. He thinks of progenitor as nothing more than a money-spinning tool. Fool. But if his influence continues to grow, it can only be bad for my research. If I'm to properly develop progenitor, it must strengthen my own position too. September 19th. At last. I have discovered a way to build a new virus with the progenitor as its base. Mixing it with leech DNA was the breakthrough I needed. I called this new virus T for Tyrant. October 23rd. It's no good! I can't hope for real progress experimenting on mere rodents. Only humans can be a proper mammalian subject for the experiments. Otherwise, I'll never make any real progress. November 15th. Someone seems to suspect something about my experiments, but perhaps it's just my imagination. Well, if anyone does get too close, they may find themselves unexpectedly assisting in my research. At last, they are ready, my wonderful leeches. Those of low intelligence, they will never have the privilege of tasting this sense of joy and satisfaction. Now, finally, I can move against Spencer. Soon I will control everything. January 31st. The devices I set to protect my work have been disturbed. It appears someone came looking for tea in the leeches. Fool. No doubt the work of Spencer's group. February 11th. Today I again found evidence of tampering around the entrance to the labs. If that is what they are after, I must find a suitable way to deal with them. Perhaps I should have William and Albert smoke out the pests. Those two are the only ones I trust, apart from my beloved leeches, of course. But Spencer, it wouldn't end there, would it? I would announce tea at the next director's meeting and collect my just rewards. Don't accidentally walk into that. Good for you, Scrumptious. You got some fucking item space. I mean, he's pretty old. You know, like he's... Hey, Billy, what you doing in here? Giant chess, huh?
This way.
Okay.
Cool. I know, right? I mean, to be fair, though, like, you'd be surprised the kinds of crimes people just write down. You know, like, one of my favorites that I'd always bring up with a friend of mine was, when the LIBOR rates were rigged, which is, like, the fucking borrowing rates between, like, the EU and, like, the US, or it might have just been, like, England and the US, but there's these big fucking things that no one's meant to just have the handle on, because if you just change the rates a little bit, you can basically, and, you know the rates changes are coming, you can, like, you know, make purchases and shit in, like, the stock market and in monetary markets that would just make you a shitload of money. And so obviously, you're not allowed to, like, fucking just go playing with those. And then obviously somebody did. And you'd think that this is gonna be some kind of fucking conversation that happens over microfilm at, like, an Eyes Wide Shut party. No, it was, like, emails back and forth of just a guy going, hey, can you give me, like, you know, 0.6 today? And a guy going, yeah, you owe me sushi. And, like, that was basically it. Like, just, hey, would you like to commit massive financial crime? Just, you know, just in an email. What's that? Alright, yeah. Similarly here, when, like, PricewaterhouseCoopers got busted fucking... So PricewaterhouseCoopers does, like, work for the state. And that's obviously not meant to, like, that's meant to be fucking private, you know, they'll just go blabbing about that shit. And everyone knows this. This is not some fucking surprise. And then, when PricewaterhouseCoopers got, like, this updated shit about, like, the tax code, they pretty much went running straight to their other customers, like Google and shit, going, hey, now that we've got, you know, access to the tax code before anybody else does, we've organized this big pile of evasion for you. And they did this via an internal email server that the people who were working there knew were accessible by the state upon request. You know, so it gets logged, it has to be, this is the mandatory fucking deal, and if the state wants to, it can go, hey, we'd like to have a look at that, please. And they were just in there discussing, like, crime! Profiting from crime! And to be at a state where stuff like that's happening and nobody thinks more than 5 seconds of like, hey, what if someone read this and I got in trouble? That is why they should be dragged through the street and beaten with hammers. Because there have been no consequences for far too long. And that means that the consequences stack. It's a little bit like, you know, family rules in Uno. Alright, come on, scrumptious. Joe Boxer Parker, that's amazing. Like, this is the thing, like, these fucking things, it's just, none of it's like, oh yeah, fucking some great big fucking, it's hidden in codes, which is, you know, what I'd do, because, I don't know, would like to get away with the crimes? Just, Joe Boxer Parker. That's so good, because, like, you could say it's just some other Joe Parker. You know? There's got to be other Joe Parkers. That's circumstantial evidence. Joe Boxer Parker? Oh, shit. Yeah. Guess that's me. I mean, to be fair, though, like, when your job is getting punched in the head, no one goes to boxers for, like, complex strategy. Oh, fucking Jesus, look. Like, it bothers me because I'm so paranoid, and, like, I just assume, it's like, oh yeah, this process is... No, I'd get away with this shit, because, like... I'd do at least one thing, you know? I'd, like, cover my tracks in just one way. I'd be like, oh yeah, what if I covered track? And I'd be like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna solve this fucking puzzle. He had a sign outside. That's... I mean, now you're just playing silly buggers. You know? Had a sign outside. I mean, my goodness. I mean, are you fucking, you know... Yeah, wear a hat. Something. Anything, you know? Like, just anything. I mean, I do sort of get that. It's like, obviously that's got to be a joke. I mean, I get kind of doing that shit back in the olden times, you know? Like in the 20s when robbing banks was just like, did you do this? And you could just say, no. Oh, you motherfucker. Aim down. Ugh. You die, please. Man. Get your man. Now that I think about it, where did that go? That thing that said down. Did I ever go down there? I feel like I didn't. Like, is there ways to actually catch people now for shit too, you know?
Let's split up.
Roger.
Fucking the lawyer way. Like, that's not like I'm a career criminal. That's just that I'm like, in some way medically incapable of grasping rules. That's all that is. There's just something wrong with him. Give him the old rusty faucet. Isn't that just Attack on Titan? Oh, that's right, it's the steam. That's ultimately the thing about it. Most people just don't want to do this shit. You know, most people have like basic empathy and all that shit. It's like it's literally necessary to how a civilization on our scale can function at all. Oh, that environment, you know, rewards sociopaths.
Let's regroup.
Okay.
And the simple answer there is being a selfish piece of shit. You get pat on the back. Like, some humans do undergo... Well, I think it's because the zombies are dead. And I feel like some people do undergo, like, a fucking... Alright. But it would be fun if there were just, like, one Titan or something. Correctional Institute inmates list. Matthews, K. Deceased. Disposal complete. Midge, D. D. Midge! Keith, W. Preserved as a specimen. Savage, C. Transported to research facilities. Royce, Davids, Clark, Ellens... Terrence... I have the vaguest recollection of this. I don't like any of it. What am I doing with that green chemical? I'm glad I fucking put it in the fucking kit, because I just... completely would have no fucking memory to have done that otherwise. Okay.
I'll go alone.
Roger.
And what do you got? Yeah, I think it has something to do with, like, whether or not this is still living, you know? Okay. I vaguely recall there being something about, like, the idea to have a fixed camera setting for something. Although, I'm not entirely sure, like for one of the more recent games. I think it might have been 8. Having the option in the new, the upcoming one, I appreciate that. I mean, I do really enjoy playing the new ones in first-person mode. Like, I really think it's been a good step overall, particularly in the modern sense where first-person doesn't have that floaty, They're able to give you a sense of being in a physical body a lot better these days. Okay. I don't want to put Rebecca into that. Alright. You know what? It's nice that you can see her through there. Hey, I got an idea. Hey there, kiddo! Okay, I think that really is it. Fuck, I gotta do a Rebecca stretch. I don't want to do a Rebecca stretch. She's so delicate. Okay. Fixed camera does have the old atmospherics, but yeah, for horror I do prefer first person. Like, I very much need to be feeling like I'm in place in horror. Like, I've never read a horror novel that scared me. Like, there's not it's got to pass through too many waves of working brain for it to, do anything. Just. No point, if I see something I can go, ugh, or I see something gross, I can go, ugh, I don't want that touching me. At any rate, we'll call it here, because it has been 2 hours and 10 minutes. And we can save the laborious nightmare of fucking stuffing poor Rebecca into a goddamn vent for next week. RE Village is not a bad game. You may not have liked it, but to call it a bad game is just daft. The Duke was a lot of fun, though. He had, the problem is he made a reference to the merchant from 4. And it's like, what the fuck is this? Like, what weird bullshit have you got? Like, what... Is there, some oddball merchant union or something, It's just like, I know a guy. Do you hang out? That game was full of big people, actually. I mean, the merchant, the Duke was too big. I mean, he ate a lot, but, he was too big. I'm really looking forward to the new one, though. Even the worst of the remakes was 3, and the worst thing about that was it was just too short. If the complaint is there's not enough of it, then what's there is good. I feel like if they do a remake of one in the new re-engine, that would be the smart place to put the fixed cameras as an option. Like, he was in a big cart. Like, I remember the Duke being in a big cart. He might be one of those fat guys that's, like, surprisingly mobile, but, like, briefly. You know? Like, he's still got weirdo mold superpowers, but, like, he also has just packed on loads of weight. Oh yeah, like, the original Resident Evil 3 feels short, and it's got some crap in it. And the worst part about the remake of Resident Evil 3 was they cut the crap out, which is great, then they didn't put anything else in, which sucked. Because the first thing I thought was, oh man, Resident Evil 3, they've got so much opportunity to, like, fucking bulk it up a little bit with some decent stuff. Yeah, the thing about, like, body fat is it is just a storage system. And this is something you'll learn if you watch a lot of sumo. Is, you know, it's really only sumo is about the only sport that rewards having excess body weight. Like, not much else really fucking does that. But, like, whatever you've got underneath, if you've got the muscle and the skeleton and shit, and, you know, your joints aren't destroyed, you can mostly do whatever. You're just carrying around a bunch of excess fucking weight. But, like, generally speaking, there's not a lot in the way of, like, you know, not dexterity-based sports that, I mean, the reality is it does. The excess weight is not great for your joints and lower back. I mean, at the rate he's going, soon Ura is just going to be mummified. Like, his legs from, like, just below the buttock to about the ankle are just, like, wrapped up in the densest fucking tape I've ever seen. Like, he looks like one of those, like, mummies, like old Abbott and Costello style mummies. You know? And I mean, fucking Terunofuji by the end of it was, woo! Just barely going. Barely hanging in there. Because, you know, it is a sport that's brutal on the joints to begin with, and then when you add, like, you know, an extra fucking 80-odd kilos of fucking mass. Oh no, okay, so a sumo wrestler is an incredibly fit power body, generally power body, and they're very, very fucking flexible as well, because it's necessary so you don't, when you fall, you do the splits so you don't bash your fucking knees on the ground and shit like that. And then after that, they eat like bathtubs full of chanko and pack on fucking weight, because it is a sport based around shoving. Less, you know, like Western wrestling, it's more based around pulling. And because of the very specific wind conditions, you can just be really fucking heavy, and that actually does, you know, that is worth a lot. Oh yeah, I've seen, like, chubby capoeira guys and shit. Again, it's just a matter of, like, you know, if you're doing lots of exercise and also eating a lot, then you'll just have a layer of fat over the fucking, you know, muscle. It's just, that's a... You know, again, it's just a weird, like, thing to sort of have happen. Because normally if you're doing an awful lot of fucking exercise, you'll just burn the fucking calories. And, again, off the top of my head, the only sport I can think of that rewards it in any way, shape, or form is sumo. Not even other forms of wrestling is it that fucking useful. The sumo do tend to die earlier than, you know, the Japanese standard of like 150. It's hard on the body. It is a sport that is hard on the body, and the eating is a big fucking part of it. Like, it's when you're, you know, you got to imagine when you're training, like, they live in stables. You know, the sumo is like a lifestyle, basically. You're training. To pack on fucking weight on top of that, the eating itself becomes, like, maintaining that caloric intake is hard. I gotta find a picture of him. There's a sumo that just retired. So we'll find, like, yeah, Takakeisha. There's, try and find him around fighting weight. Alright, so I find a picture of him fighting weight, and a picture of him after, I think about, like, maybe 3 or 4 months after he fucking retired. Because it is fucking bonkers. Alright. This is Takakeisha. Tiny guy. Like, sub 5'10". Like, he's a short guy. So basically what he did was packed on shitloads of fucking weight, and when he leaned forward a little bit, that made him just this big fat fucking spike that it was really hard to push him out. He did pretty well. I mean, he, you know, in the right circumstances, he might have even gotten up to Yokozuna. I think I'm sure he was Ozeki. But, like, it just wasn't going to happen, you know. Terunofuji was around when he was. There were some up-and-comers that were better, and he just wasn't going to make it, so he retired. And again, and I want to stress, this was in, like, 3 fucking months. It was insane. Like, I saw him on TV and didn't recognize him, because this is what he looks like now. So he just basically was like, okay, that's it. I don't have to eat, like, my weight in fucking, you know, food a day, and lost the fucking weight. And yeah, generally when you're talking athletics, there's more than just, you know, your meat. Your joints are kind of important. Your tendons are kind of important. You know, there are some where you may want a fair amount of, like, muscle mass. Some where you may want to be really lean. But there's just not a lot where it's just, like, also pack on loads of fat. Yeah, like, I'm kind of curious as to if I could find the number. Like, how much weight he fucking lost, because it is... Yeah, like 5 months ago he'd lost 40 kilos, and I think he's lost even more. Oh, he did get Tozeki, yeah. Yeah, he was 5'9" and 183 kilograms, which is a fucking lot. And yeah, I think he's lost, like, give or take, you know, 80 fucking kilos. Which is, like, almost a whole me. So you gotta imagine, again, we talk about weight, like, you gotta imagine just me sitting on your back. And that's what's going on your knees and your hips and your lower back and shit. It's just me up there. You know? Oh, like, genuinely unrecognizable. Like, I watched him fucking compete for, like, 3 years. And then I saw him, like, he was retiring. I was like, ah, that's a shame he never managed to, you know, crack, you know, enough victories or anything like that. But, like, you know, he did good, and I'm happy he's retiring on his terms. And then, like, just the next bar show, it was, like, you know, 3 or 4 months. It was, like, one every 3 months or some shit. I just saw someone being interviewed on, like, the fucking stream. And I asked my guys, that's Takakeisha. And I'm like, you fucking what now? Yeah, like, being long can be a nuisance for, like, acrobatics. I mean, that's why gymnasts are all usually fucking tiny. Yeah, so they wake up, they do a big pile of fucking training in the morning, then they have a massive meal, and then they sleep. Because that's, you know, packs it on then. It's good to see he's dropped that much weight. Like, he does have a hot wife too. God fucking damn. I'd forgotten how hot. I think that's Takakeisha, though. I think it's somebody else. What was that Takakeisha back when it was real fucking heavy? What was that? No, that's 25. That is Takakeisha. Yeah, like, there's his fucking hot wife. I mean, I hope she wasn't into chubbies, you know? Because, like, otherwise it's kind of a bummer for her. And look, they very much are. They're the sumo fangirls. Like 'em the big boys. And yeah, now he looks like that. It also looks like he's de-aged, you know? Like, he's not only lost like 80 kilos, he's also now 21. Like, just fucking shrunk and went back in time. But yeah, tragically, there is no, like, flawless balance, you know? Strength adds weight, weight adds joint problems. I don't know, get into sumo. It's a fun sport. Like, I'd do it if I weren't worried about, like, my fucking, you know, knees going. I've gotten through life so far without them just bending backwards, you know, I can't. Yeah, like, that's a fucking hot wife. Fucking lose 80 kilos at cardio just chasing her around. Yeah, no, there are chicks like fat guys. Like, that's, you know. I mean, they're fucking out there. I mean, again, though, it's a fun sport. You know, very, very simple rules, basically. Good way to get fit. It's a good starting way to get fit if you're already pretty heavy. You know, because being heavy is an advantage. Like, that's simple fact. I haven't done my taekwondo in a long time. And my hip. You know. I was stretching it today, actually. I am getting a little bit of my, out of flexibility in it back, but it's just, it's so much fucking work. Gotta fucking... It's just so much. The physio itself just takes ages. You know, I gotta do a whole fucking workout before I do my workout. It's like, that's fucking annoying. I mean, like, if you're brick shithouse big, like, again, a lot of it's to do with frame. Alright, so one thing that's not gonna change outside of surgery that I don't think should be legal is your bones. You know, where they are is where they are. The distance, you know, the length of your torso, the length of your legs, the length of your arms, that's pretty much set, right? And then, you know, like, I couldn't get away with doing the fucking, you know, Cillian Murphy fucking skinny guy thing. Because I'm not tall enough to match the width of my shoulders, I just look like an emaciated guy. It just wouldn't look right. And so, like, you know, I can either just have, like, this shitty, stupid, skinny, fat body that does nothing, or I can just fucking, you know, buy a bench press and do push-ups. You know, same goes, there are people who have good builds for power. And that's, you know, like, you can train against type, absolutely, but, like, no. I'd only do that if I was doing it for a very specific reason. Like, I mean, if you're hefty, you probably already got reasonably good calf muscles, bare minimum. And then just find a fucking, get in there and fucking lift heavy shit. You'll feel good. Like, I'm not saying you gotta do it enough that you tear fucking tendons or shit like that, but like, start small, build up. I never really boxed, It's a little bit weird coming from martial arts boxing because it's just so specific. Like, a friend of mine does Muay Thai, my housemate does Muay Thai, and he did boxing, he boxed with some guys a little bit, and like, you lean all your weight on the front foot. Because you're not ever really thinking about no one's going to tackle you, no one's going to fucking kick for your fucking leg or anything like that, And it's so fucking alien. I'd do it. Some fucking pavement, I'll get punched, I don't fucking care. I mean, I am quite durable. That is one thing I do have going in my favor. I tank up and it can take a little while to fucking, move my head around. Well, time to go jerk off 12 sumo wrestlers. I mean, I suppose if you're a woman into fat guys, I mean, sumo's got some top quality fucking fat guys, because they're all power builds under the fat, So you're getting like the best of both worlds. You're getting a big squishy fat guy, but he's also able to throw a car. I just don't. The bobbing and weaving is quite alien to just how I approach, like, fights. Like, 'cause I'm always more concerned I'm going to move my head into a fucking fist. Whereas, like, I'm good at blocking. And the Kung Fu I do is good at blocking. And moving in off guards and things. And so I prefer my head to be where it is, because I know people are going to swing for my head. And if I know people are going to swing for my head, then I just have to defend the target. If I'm moving the head around, defending it's going to be hard. I mean, I don't know, man. Like my mum's dad was a Navy boxer, and he was all about moving. Because he'll do it when he was pretty old too. Well, it's because they're trained. It's not like there's a difference between fat and overweight. Like, because again, the precise amount of it is going to be different depending on what your build is, depending on what the structure is. Yeah, fuck, he dropped so much fucking weight. Okay, so his wife's Yukina Chiba. Yeah, like legit a model, And like, Takakesho when he was fat, like crazy. Like, he was one of the few guys who, whenever I saw him, really just like didn't, like, again, they're fat but they're healthy, you can tell there's the fucking shit there. But Takakesho never really looked fucking healthy, man. Like, it was late in his career, but like there were a few times where, like, there are no draws in sumo. If it's a draw, fight again. And I don't mean like in a minute. I mean, you fucking get up and you fight again. And every time Takakesho had to do a run back, he lost. Because he had exactly like 60 seconds worth. Like, it's like the fucking umbilical and the fucking Evangelion goes, and then it's just like, time's counting down. He's carrying shitloads of extra weight. There's only so much fucking heart tissue that he's got to get any of this done. Just dun it, just, and then you'd see him just for the run back to go, ugh, just get up, fucking, and it was. He was fucking spent, had no fucking chance. I'd be surprised if you ever actually won a fucking run back. And, yeah, like, again, they had a thing in Royal Albert Hall. Like, what makes it such an interesting fucking sport is the rules are incredibly fucking simple, really, you know? Like, some of the weird background shit in the Bunzer case crazy, but, like, if anything but the soles of your feet touches the ground or touches outside of the fucking, rope, you lost. That's it. It's real fucking simple. Oh, no hair pulling? I don't think you're allowed to grab the dick, but I'm not sure if that's a hard rule or just a kind of gentleman's agreement, because it just doesn't really come up. And no kicking above the waist. But otherwise, you're allowed to just straight, like, grab a throat. That happens a lot. There's a guy called Arby, and he's like fucking... The fastest thing you will see in the world is Arby's hands going for a throat, because that's the touch, yeah, they start and they smack together. Arby just goes whoop and just grabs throats. Just thumbs into the fucking neck. And you can just also clobber cunts. Like, I'm not sure if you're allowed to do closed fist. I think it's got to be open palm. But if you could, like, just poof, you can just knock a cunt out. Yeah, that's a win too. And then after that, like, what makes it great is, particularly if you watch, like, you know, one of the decently edited streams, you can watch a whole fucking, you know, day of a bar show in, like, 35 minutes. Because it's just, like, you know, a long match. The longest match I think I ever saw was one of Hokuseho's fucking dragging goddamn bullshit matches. And it went, like, 3 minutes. You know, frequently matches are under 10 seconds. Just like, boop, boop, oh yeah. Fuck you. Every now and then you'll get, like, some weird shit where someone kind of goes over the line but is in the air, and there can be a little debate about, like, who is technically more out. But, you know, if they can't come to a decision, fucking rematch. Oh yeah, can't still get rotated. I know, just spun. Like, you will see huge humans just get fucking airborne. It's like, all that weight's moving, and if, you know, again, it's wrestling and wrestlers, so you know how to, you know, feel weight coming and react to it, and then just, boo! You can just do anything in water polo? That's nuts. I mean, I'm assuming you're not allowed to drown cunts, but, like, I would have thought they would have had a fair few rules. Oh, people have died, like... Because the thing, you know, the doyo's elevated, and there's a whole big tradition that goes into that, and they bury a fucking dried squid in it to stop goblins from being nuisances, and, you know, Shinto is kind of tied up in it in, like, weird ways. I've described it to other people as being kind of like if in a boxing match there was a Catholic priest standing there going, fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up. Every now and then you'll see a knee go. It's not like, if you're watching particularly top, like, form, it's not hugely common. But, like, I think someone got a torn pec the last time. Not a torn pec, I think it might have been a torn bicep. Ladies water polo. I gotta look into that, I'm curious now. But it's, yeah, it's a tons of fun sport. And again, if you're bored, I don't know, like, it's not like there's not a whole hell of a lot of being practiced globally, like the only, you know, professional leagues in Japan. You know, this is kind of a reality to that, but, you know, I mean, you can poke about, maybe find some. Alright. I was looking up curling today, and all the curling rocks come from, like, one of two places. Like, a place in Wales, or, like, one island off the coast of Scotland. And it's just one island, and it's this one lump, and that's just where the curling stones come from. And that feels kind of insane. Ambers might be out of hospital tomorrow. I think they're going to be performing some exploratory surgery to... Probably at this stage, like, a nerve is being pinched by a vertebra. which, you know, is not great. Yeah, curling. The curling stones are all made in, like, 2 places. There's, like, a Welsh place and, like, a fucking island off Scotland. And it's just... That's weird. You know, that's like getting into, like, fantasy fucking Lord of the Rings territory weird, you know? Like... 2 places. And, like, again, one of them's an island. And, like, alright, I'm guessing you can get a lot of, like, fucking curling stones out of this fucking island. But, like... That's still, it's a small island, you know, and like, it's finite. Like, I'm not saying you know, you probably could get a lot of fucking curling stones out of it, but like, there's clearly not infinite curling stones there. A movement shooter. Yeah, I got a pinched nerve somewhere between the fucking, you know... It's the problem with herniated discs. Is, like, once the discs start moving out, the, you know, the vertebra will start to collapse and go into places where they're not supposed to. And sometimes bits of the spinal nerve will, like, you know... pop out, just, you know, because if you imagine like a wire and you push down 2 ends of it, like the wire will buckle out of any available space. And so if there's a little, you know, a gap between the 2 vertebrae, you know, normally the discs are in there and it holds everything fine. Once the disc starts sliding, then the fucking, you know, the wire starts poking through, and then the vertebra goes and pinches down on that little loop of like spinal, you know, nerve that's come out. And you know, that ain't great. You don't want the fucking big nerves getting, like, crunched. So, you know, you have to get that fucking sorted. What is it? Don't stop, girly pop. This looks to be a lot visually.
You are no longer an individual of flesh and blood. You are Ember, and you will be their downfall.
That's a lot visually.
Remember, Ember, just don't stop moving, and we might make it out of here in one piece.
I didn't know movement shooter was a thing now. Like, it's funny, because I grew up with, like, the speed shooters like Doom and shit, where you're like, nah, but, like, that shit's just... Like, I don't know if I've got the brain for that stuff anymore, you know? Like, I do enjoy Doom still, but it's always with, like, Project Brutality, you know, on. And it's just a very different game when it doesn't have hit scan, you know? Oh, yeah, no, that's an Amber game, that's fucking written all over it. Still capable of playing those fucking, you know, online FPSs and shit. I'm trying to think of the last one I really played. It was Team Fortress, and really it was Team Fortress 2 and it was 2 Fort. There was a 2 Fort only server, and I just played that. That and fucking Left 4 Dead. Fuck, that game was great when it came out. So different, so new, you know. just, yeah, you get to be the zombies. And then there was the Beavis mod for Left 4 Dead 2. I mean, I don't, you know, I don't mind all of them. There are a few, like, I suppose that'd be a zoomer shooter. I like the boomer shooters, you know. I mean, oh yeah, there's like fucking Chapter 2 at Cultic out. That's right. I gotta fucking play that. Yeah, no, that's an Amber game. I'm pretty sure she was saying Amber in the fucking game. I mean, it's a competitive one as well. And my fucking, you know, my patience for that's just gone. Again, like, it was, you know, I remember fucking, like, Unreal when it was a video game and not a video game engine. And all that shit, and just, like, you know, Quake and whatnot. It's just like, that's a bit much. It was just such a cool idea. And, like, so new. And then, you fucking, something makes noise, and then just, here come the fucking horde! I haven't played the Resident Evil mod for Left 4 Dead 2. I don't think I'd fucking honestly, it'd be a struggle to remember the last time I played Left 4 Dead 2. Or Left 4 Dead. I didn't play much Left 4 Dead 2. At least as much as I played of Left 4 Dead. I played fucking shitloads of Left 4 Dead. When did that game come out? Was that like, I don't think it was 06. Bothers me, that's a while ago now. You know, because, like, post-2000, around that time, that's, like, real time. You know, that's out of high school. That's, like, yeah, you know, you're a real person now. Just call it Left 3 Dead. It is funny that they only, like, they didn't even do episode 3 of, like, fucking Half-Life. You know, like, it is weird. Like, it shouldn't happen this often. Yeah, my brother played Tribes a bunch. My brother played Tribes and shitloads of, like, the surfing levels on Counter-Strike. I remember watching him play those fucking surfing levels and just being like, what the fuck? Yeah, surfing, you know, it was kind of like a glitch when you're on, like, a fucking slope and you gotta, like, fucking go left and right a heap. Oh yeah, what are we playing next? Dead Aim, that's right. That'll be fun. I'm looking forward to that. Alright. And it's been 2 hours and 45 minutes. We played enough. We'll leave it there. Tomorrow's my day off, and then Sunday more of Fox Mulder in X-Files. That's on Subscriber Saturday, so you gotta be a subscriber for that one. I mean, they could, like, I don't think they needed gimmick ideas, you know? Like, for episode 3, you could have just had, you know, some more and some plot. Like, you don't... Not every game needs to have some kind of error-defining technology or idea. I think that's a bit of a strange limit to put on yourself, you know? Like, I get it becoming a habit, but, you know... I'd have enjoyed just Half-Life Episode 3. Like... Sometimes just a good game's fun. I'm kind of curious what it would take for him to, like, really put, you know... And the only thing I can think of is some kind of fucking brain implant, you know? Some of those people just fucking be there. Because really, what are you going to do now? I mean, like, VR is materially as tapped as it's going to get unless you have, like, a fucking station and a fucking, you know... one of those baby bounce things so you can, like, run and jump and shit. This is brain plugs now, that's it. Alright. Well, remember, don't be the first in line for the brain plugs. I'll be back on Sunday. And until then, entertain yourselves.